Podcast is now starting. All attendees are in listen-only mode.
Hello everyone, this is Tim Wilmot here from Wizard Systems. Thanks for joining me today for this presentation to show you the capabilities of Workbooks CRM, what areas of your business it can address, and how my company, Wizard Systems, can help you with your CRM project. Now, we run these short presentations normally every Friday, focusing on different aspects of CRM, customer relationship management, and the workbook system. And today, as well as a general overview of the system, I'm going to take you through more closely the dashboard feature of workbooks to help you gain useful insights into how your business is performing, the system performing, to help you make decisions. Now, this presentation will be about 25 minutes, 30 minutes or so in duration. It's just a basic session. Every company uses CRM in different ways. Everyone's got different requirements. I wouldn't have enough time this morning to go over all of the extensive capabilities of workbooks. So after the session, if you want to explore workbooks in more detail, we'd love to organize more of a one-to-one session with you and your colleagues, and then we can obviously go over your specific requirements. Now, on the call today, I know we've got some people that are already trialing workbooks. There's a free trial of workbooks, so you can put it through its paces. And there are some people that may have never seen it before. So excuse me if I'm going over some information you already know. I need to go at the speed of the slowest, so to speak. Now, the audio part of this presentation is one way only. Your microphone is on mute. Don't worry about any background noises at your end. If you've got any questions, please type those into the questions section on your meeting control panel, and I'll do my best to answer those at the end. Also, this call is being recorded. After the presentation, you will get an email from our system with a link to the recording that you can play back at your leisure, and we'll most likely pop it up on our YouTube channel as well. Okay, so let's get started. As I normally do, just a brief mention about my company, Wizard Systems. We're an independent supplier of different CRM solutions. Workbooks is one of the main systems that we supply. As you may know, Workbooks is a cloud solution. There's nothing to install. You can be up and running very, very quickly. And it's very easy to set up and very easy to use. We do have some clients that actually set their own systems up, teach themselves how to use it. There's lots of resource on hand if that's what you want to do. But we're here on hand. All we do is CRM. Over the last 25 years, we've implemented well over 3,000 CRM solutions all across the UK, mainly into small and medium-sized companies. That's our focus. And we've got lots of services, should you need us, to help you get the system up and running, migrating data from the old system into the new system, customizing it, integrating it with other applications, training your staff on how to use it so everyone's really confident on knowing how to benefit fully from it, and the ongoing support as well. If you get stuck, we've got a friendly, responsive help desk here to answer your calls. So in working with you, what we want to try and get at initially is, what are you looking to achieve with a new CRM system? Maybe you're just starting out in business and you recognize you need something to help you with business development. Maybe you're replacing an older CRM system with something a little bit more modern. Maybe you're wanting to improve your marketing, the way you do quotes, the way you manage your sales team. It might be a combination of things. And so we want to try and get to the bottom of the issues, if there are any, and the objectives of using a CRM system, and maybe come up with some kind of an ROI. What is going to be the potential benefit of a new CRM system based on workbooks compared to how you're doing things at the moment? What's the investment needed to get on board with the workbooks platform? I'll come on to the costs of workbooks towards the end, and building up some argument there based on our ROI for investment in the workbook system. We'd love to do that with you. So what is Workbooks? In a nutshell, a central, easy to use, easy to access system to help you manage information about your clients and your interactions with those clients as well. There's some marketing tools in there to help you be more proactive with your communications to customers. Unusually for a CRM system, it will also allow you to create sales quotations and proposals. There's also an option for creating orders and invoices. As I say, this is quite unusual. Most other CRM systems can't do this. There's actually two different editions of Workbooks. When you sign up for Workbooks, you got a choice. There's CRM edition, the standard edition, if you like, of Workbooks, and then there's Business Edition. Now, CRM Edition would do all of the CRM things that you would expect, plus the ability to create sales quotes, and then Business Edition does all of that, all of the above, plus it can create orders, invoices, credit notes, record customer payments, and potentially link to any ERP or accounting solution. So just bear that in mind. Two editions, CRM and Business. Now you can mix and match these two together. So if, for example, you were 5 users in your company, you could have 3 salespeople on the CRM edition and two people on Business. No problem at all mixing and matching these different editions together. So more on that later on. Customer service. It does include a very extensive customer service capability. So do you have technicians in your company? Do you have a help desk? Customer support people? They too could be using it. So you're fostering improved teamwork with your different teams. The sales team knows what the support team are up to, and the support people, when they take a call, they know what the sales people are up to. Could be good. Could improve teamwork there. And as well as it being a great personal productivity tool for anyone that uses it, it's a great management tool as well. So if you're a manager, you can use this to help you, to give you more valuable, up-to-date information to help you make decisions. And this is a focus, or part of a focus of our call this morning, is dashboards to help you in that process. Now, Workbooks is a UK system. All the data is stored in the UK, very, very securely, with a level of security, quite frankly, that most small and medium-sized companies could not afford on their own. Brilliant security, very reliable as well. Last year, we had an uptime of 100%. It's always going to be there whenever you need it, and whatever device. It'll work with any browser. It'll work on your phone, a tablet, wherever you are, whatever device you've got real-time access to your workbook system. Now, just before we dive into Workbooks proper and I give you a little demo, a little tour around the system, I just want to home in on some of the key aspects of what a CRM system should be for you. Now, some of this may not be relevant to you, but I'm just trying to give you a comprehensive appraisal of the complete system. And of course, at the heart of it, it's a database. It's a ready-made database to help you store information about your leads, your prospects, your customers, whether they're active or lapsed customers. They're all in there. It's very customizable. Shortly, when I show you the system, the screens that you see is just an example of what Workbooks can look like. It gives you the sort of basic stuff, but intentionally, you can, without any programming, no coding required, you can create your own fields on the different screens and create new screens as well. Very, very simple. You can also have different levels of security in there as well. Now, when you start off using a CRM system, you want to try and keep it fairly open. Everyone can see what's going on, but there may be circumstances where you need to hide information from certain people, sensitive information. We have had examples of big sales teams where sales team A can't see sales team B's information and vice versa. For example, you can do that with Workbooks. So you can deploy whatever level of security, extensive security options to keep your system nice and secure. Another aspect of using the CRM system is to manage your sales, your customer related activities. So every day, your people have got calls to make, meetings to go to, follow-up actions. So this helps them manage their working day. You schedule your activities through workbooks, and they're not going to then disappear. They will appear on your activity list to help you manage your working day, help you prioritize your activities. And if you're a manager, you can see what activities people are up to. So by doing that, you're building up a wonderful client history of everything that's gone on with that customer from a sales point of view. We integrate with any email system. So if you're using Outlook or Yahoo or Gmail or whatever it is, as you send and receive your emails, they can be automatically copied into the history of the client's record. So you've got a great record of all of your online activity with that client, emails that you've sent, emails your colleagues have sent, and the replies to those emails and attachments as well. We are also, I mentioned security, we're also GDPR compliant. This may be important to you, the legislation that came in recently last year to make sure that as regards handling personal data, you are staying on the right side of the legislation. Workbooks will assist you. Workbooks, the company is GDPR compliant. Workbooks, the system will assist with your GDPR compliance, keeping everything nice and secure. Now, most commercial businesses are proactively promoting themselves, and a CRM system can assist you in how you communicate to potential new clients and your existing clients through its marketing capabilities. So, first of all, you can easily import data from something else, from an Excel spreadsheet, or you go to a show and you get a list of people that visited your stand. You can easily import that data into workbooks and start using. You can export. The flip side of importing, exporting, you can get any data out of workbooks that you put into it as well. Another way of getting data into workbooks is via a link to a web form. So if on your website, on your Contact Us page, there might be a simple form inviting people to fill in their details. That Workbooks can actually create one of those forms, and it's integrated with Workbooks. So as someone fills in their details and they hit the submit button, that automatically can become a lead and inquiry record in your CRM system. It's not going to fall down some black hole and disappear from the radar. It's there in your system. And what's more, we can route it through to the important person that should deal with these sales inquiries as well. So putting your marketing hat on when you want to do some kind of a marketing activity. So in your company, do you do mailings? Do you send out promotions? Do you run events? Do you invite people to seminars or whatever it might be, or newsletters? You've got an easy way of creating lists in your database of everyone that has something in common before doing some kind of marketing activity. Now, the actual vehicle for sending out your nice looking emails is done by an integration with, well, we integrate with 4 very popular systems in the UK: MailChimp, Gatormail. Gatormail is a UK system. Brilliant integration with that. Constant Contact and .mailer. So lots of choices over what your email marketing requirements are, but all fully integrated. You create your list in Workbooks. That list is uploaded to MailChimp or Gatormail. They will create the nice looking email. They will deliver securely, efficiently, the emails to those recipients. And then back in Workbooks, you can see the results, the fruits of your labor. Against the client's record, you can see what emails they've been sent, what did they open, what did they click on. Really useful information for a salesperson or a support person to look at to see what have these people been doing, what have they been sent, what are they interested in. Now, going on from that, there's another add-on option for Workbooks. So this does cost a little bit extra. This is where we can actually track visits to your website. So if anyone comes on your website and starts browsing around different pages, that too is automatically tracked in the workbook system with the Web Insights option. I'll show that to you later on. We do actually focus on these marketing aspects in one of our Friday webinars. So a CRM system is all about managing processes, and none is more important than the sales process. You can create nice looking sales quotations through workbooks. You can store your price listing workbooks, quite detailed information about your products, even pictures of your products as well. Put the pictures on your quotes. Make the quotes nice and friendly and professional looking to help your customers make decisions on your proposal. You can define any number of different quote layouts. These layouts are, when you create your quote, they're saved in a PDF format, and you can email them automatically from workbooks as well. So a very quick way of pulling together a quote, sending out directly from workbooks, and having visibility of that as well. So we can see instantly all of our outstanding quotes. And another key part of a CRM solution is opportunity management. So managing your big sales inquiries, your big jobs, as another dimension, another screen, if you like, on the workbook system against a client. We can see all of the opportunities that we've got on the go with that customer. What stage are they at? What's the value, and what's the probability, and what's the competition, and see all the quotes that build up that opportunity. You can do that with workbooks. And thinking about the two editions I mentioned, CRM edition and business edition, we've got a way with a simple solution to manage the whole business process, from acquiring customers, going through qualification, negotiation, creating quotes, hopefully getting the order, converting the quote to an order, creating purchase orders to suppliers if you want to. You don't have to. We can interface with your ERP system, then fulfilling the product as well, getting the product out, invoicing the client. That could be done through workbooks or integration with ERP. And then the story starts again with marketing campaigns based on what has the client purchased. So potentially a single solution to help you manage pretty much a lot of things that may go on within your organization. Now, we do also include customer service. This may not be relevant to everyone, but if you do have a support team, this is a key part of workbooks to help you manage customer service and support issues. Very, very customizable. Again, we do feature this on one of our Friday sessions for support people, but a great way of managing your service activity from cradle to grave. These calls, these cases or tickets as they're called. You can also track service level agreements, SLAs. In your company, you may have a requirement to respond to a customer request within 2 working hours, or fix the problem within 8 working hours. Those rules can be put into workbooks, and 24/7 it's monitoring itself, looking for things to do, looking for any potential breach of those SLA conditions. So using workbooks, you're building up a wonderful history of these issues, and in a way building up a knowledge base as well of potential problems that come in and the typical solutions that you might give. So customer service. Now, finally, before I dive into the demo, just to putting your manager's hat on now, if there's any managers on the call, you've got a great way of managing activity levels with workbooks. Leads coming in, how many inquiries have we got? What's the status of those inquiries? And all the information on activity levels. How many calls are we doing? How many meetings are we doing? Answers to those basic questions there. Of course, the key thing is opportunity management. What sales are coming in February or this quarter? What's the probability of those sales? Sales by salesperson. We can give you answers to those vital questions through workbooks. And the two ways in which you get answers to these questions is via reports, management reports. So in workbooks, there's a report writer, and you get about 50 ready-made reports with the system to get you started, but you can create your own reports. You can amend the reports that are given, and they've got pretty colors as well to highlight important things that are going on or not going on. And complementary to that, which is what I'm going to cover a little bit today, are dashboards, nice visual graphics of KPIs, key performance indicators. So what's the situation with sales right now, with marketing, with support, with leads, and so on. And like a heads up display of the key numbers there, as I say, to help you make decisions. Okay, so let's pop into the system proper. Two things here. I just want to give you a basic overview of what Workbooks looks like, the interface, as we say, and a little bit of information on these dashboards. Quite a nice feature of Workbooks. Right, so this is Workbooks. I've just logged in. I'm using Chrome this morning as my browser, a bit of work in any browser. And when I log in, what I see is the Workbooks desktop. Now, hopefully, this you should see here, it's got a familiar look and feel about it. It looks like your Windows desktop with your Start button. I've got it here in the top left corner, but it could be down in the bottom left corner. There's your Start button. Here's your desktop where we can put on shortcuts for each user, common things. So I'm going to be coming on to this shortly, these dashboards and accessing my sales dashboard. Quick little shortcut to get to vital information. But from that Start button and my Start menu, depending on who I am and what level of security I've got a menu here allowing me to easily access the key elements of a proper CRM solution, with right at the top here, people and organizations, the contacts and companies you're working with. So if I select organizations, for example, what will happen now is up comes the organization's landing page, a bit like an Excel spreadsheet, just showing me, summarizing row by row, all of the companies in my system. And every user could be different. Maybe I just want to see my customers, or maybe I just want to see my customers in the Northwest, or customers with a certain product. This landing page can be filtered, or it could display every single company in your system. But there they are, row by row, summarized. And of course, you can click on one of these rows to zoom in to that company in a bit more detail. So I've just clicked on a company here called Atlantic Computer Services, and up pops a new window displaying all the information I'll ever want to know about Atlantic Computer Services. There's a row of tabs across the top of this window. You can have more tabs or less tabs as you want to. Initially, what's displayed is the main tab. So show me the main information about this company. Now, what you see here is pretty much standard Workbooks. If you started using it right now, this is what you're going to get. As I said earlier, it's a ready-made system. You can be up and running really, really quickly. But there we are, all the important information you'll ever want to know about that customer, including, and this is a bit like the holy grail of an Office application, bringing together onto one screen all of the information you want to know about this customer. So imagine you're in sales. I'm just about to phone this company. Show me the recent invoices with this client. Or maybe, let's imagine I'm in marketing. If I select marketing here, So I'm a marketing person. I'm using the workbook system. There's the key information about the client. Who are they? Where are they? What's their phone number and so on. But a little bit lower down, what marketing campaigns have we directed to them? What have we invited them to? What newsletters have gone out? What's the status of their responses to those offerings, those communications? If I'm in support, and there'll be more detailed information about support elsewhere, but yeah, there's the customer details. To scroll down a little bit further, what support issues are on the go right now with this client? So I'm immediately in the loop. I don't need to necessarily click on these to get more information, but at least I've got a pretty good summary there of what's going on with that client. And then across the top of the record, depending on who you are, what the user is, you've got more tabs. So I've got a general notes tab there. I've got activities. Show me, what have we been doing with this client? What have I been doing? What have my colleagues been doing? What's outstanding with this customer as well? So things that are in pink here, an automatic color coding to draw your attention to overdue activities. But an easy way of seeing all the phone calls and meetings and any type of activity that you want to track with that client. And how do they get there? Well, they could have come in from Outlook, or you could create them from that simple little menu there. There's actually quite a few different ways of creating these activities. Very simply to put in all the information about whatever type of activity you want to do in the future with this company. So again, very customizable screens to help you track all that. So that's what's been going on. Emails. What emails have we done with that client? What marketing or online activity is going on with this company? There it all is there. Who do we know at that company? Well, there they are. There's 3 people there. Alan, Gracie, John. I can click on Alan, for example, as one of the contacts there, and I can straight away see more information about Alan. Who is he? Again, we've got these consistent look and feel to these windows. With these tabs running across the top. As I say, you can have more tabs or less tabs depending on your preferences or how it's been set up or your job role. But this is all the information about Alan. And again, all customizable by you. Who is he? What does he do? You've got different drop-down lists in some of these fields as well to help you consistently put information in. All the information there. GDPR compliance built in. And so on. Here's that Web Insights information where we can bring in automatically from the web information about his company. Free bit of information for you. So running across the top, we've got all the information about Alan, including opportunities. What opportunities are on the go with Alan? What are we doing with Alan? So there's 4 opportunities on the go there at various stages, and we can click on one of these opportunities to see more information about it. So there all is there, all the information, very customizable, summarizing the opportunity information. What is the description? When is it going to come in? What's the probability? What sales stage are we at? What products we're hoping to supply? All the information you'll ever want to know about that opportunity. And then a quick run through cases, support cases. So if you've got any support issues on the go with that client, we can click on any of these support issues here. They're summarized on this screen, but we can click on these to drill in and see more information about them. So that's an example support case there. So as I say, just what I've been describing here is just a quick run through of what these different screens look like, typical information about a customer, these records that come up on your screen. They're windows, they just work like normal windows. They can be resized, minimized, maximized. We can create shortcuts to them as well. So back to my main dashboard, and now a little bit of information about dashboards. So dashboards help you see what's going on. They're going to summarize information in a graphical, visually appealing way. Let me show you some examples of dashboards I've created, just so you get an idea of what these things look like. So here's a shortcut to something called My Sales Dashboard. And that sales dashboard consists of a number of different panels. These are all set up by the user very easily to show them. Maybe this is something they might do when they come into the office in the morning. This can be made to automatically appear when they log in. Their dashboard. What leads am I working on right now? Have I contacted all those leads as well? With the age of those leads, what's my pipeline looking like? So all the opportunities are at a certain stage of development. What have I got locked up in those different deals, and a bit more information of those different deals as well. Maybe I've got targets. That might be something quite nice to take a look at, my performance of sales I've got already and against my targets. Maybe I'm an account manager and I've got some customers they're getting support from us. So what's the situation with high priority support issues with my customers, and what sales have I made? So it's all that's just an example of what a sales dashboard could be. I do have an example of some other dashboards here. So customer support, lead management is quite nice because that will actually show you a bit more information on what's happening with sales inquiries coming into the organization. And in this top left corner here, I've got an example of leads by status by salesperson. So here's the salespeople down the left hand side, and I just scroll over, I can see the total number of leads they're currently working on, how many are closed, how many have been contacted, all the basic numbers there of conversion rates. Maybe another thing might be important leads not contacted in the last 2 weeks. So you're contacting a lot of clients, leads. You may want to know what's the status of those leads, and be alerted to any leads that you haven't contacted in the last 2 weeks. Where are these leads coming from? So you may have different sources of your business, leads by month and source. Anything that's in the workbook system, you can report on. Marketing KPIs, that's quite a nice one, because what we can do here is a bit of closed loop reporting. I'll explain that in a minute. But we can see here all the activities that marketing activities that we've been involved in by month here, with a split of the source as well. We can see all the basic numbers. We can click on those numbers and drill down to them. Sales leads by month and source. So you may be getting leads from different sources, your website, from suppliers, from events or exhibitions, referral, whatever it might be. You can track all that there. And because we can track sales in workbooks, because we can track potential sales in workbooks, and we know the costs of these different marketing activities as well. There's a whole section on marketing in workbooks where you can put in a lot more information about the costs of these marketing activities and what you're going to get back from. This will give you the ROI on these different marketing activities. So it knows how much you spent on an exhibition. It knows how many leads you got from that exhibition, how much business you've closed, what business you're hoping to get as well. And it'll give you a heads up on that information as well. So just examples there, great information to help you make decisions about what's going on and help you control your department or your business more efficiently with those dashboards. So lots of examples of different dashboards, but hopefully that's given you a good idea as regards the potential of workbooks for your company. So just to cover some of the pricing of workbooks, of course there is a subscription cost to it. being a cloud solution, you subscribe to it. There's nothing to install. You subscribe to it on an annual basis. And here is the pricing based on the number of users you've got. So it starts from £252 per user per year. There are other add-ons as well if you want Outlook integration or multi-currency or whatever it might be. There are some add-ons that we can inform you about once we know your requirements. And also, I did say earlier on, of course, you can set the system up yourself, but be realistic. You could be busy. You may want, this is our speciality. This is all we do every week, setting up new systems for people. So we can quickly, rapidly get you up and running with our implementation processes and migrating data from old systems and customizing it to your requirements, creating reports, any custom reports for you. Of course, providing the training for your staff at your place, or you can come to us. We're based near Bristol in the UK, or we can do online training as well, if that's more effective for you. So different ways of delivering training and support to you. So we've come to the end of, well, nearly the end of our call, this brief introduction to Workbooks CRM. If you've got any questions, please type those into the question section on your meeting control panel. So there's a question from Kelly. Is it a good system for freelancers? So, well, I guess you're working with your contracted client, and you may be working with end users. So yes, I mean, you could maintain records in workbooks of the key people you're working for and the key people you're working with, and the relationship between those as well. So you're working for a contractor, and you want to know all the projects and activities you're doing with that contractor. So yes, definitely, Kelly, it would be very suitable for you working. I guess you may be working on your own as a freelancer. Next question from Andrew. Can you use it for projects and project reporting? Yes, you can. There's I mentioned the tabs running across a customer's record. Well, one of those tabs could be called projects. It's very easy to set up a project tab, and then individually all of the projects that you've got ongoing with that customer and the activities against those projects and documents against those projects and so on, and team members and establishing all the relationships between those projects and clients in your system. So definitely yes. So we have done that. We do know of a number of clients who are using it for tracking sales and also projects as well. Okay, I don't think there's any more questions coming through. If any late questions do come through, I'll answer those separately via email. So thanks very much for your time this morning. As a next step, there is a free trial of Workbooks. No credit card required. Very easy to, within a few minutes, you'll be up and running on that trial. And there's lots of tutorial videos to show you all the basics of Workbooks as well. Plus, you can, of course, call us, contact us with any questions you got. But I want to stress the importance of a higher level presentation to you and your team. So if you're serious about a new CRM system, we'd love to run a presentation, which we can do online, or potentially we could visit you. But please contact me for any further information about a new CRM system or workbooks. There's my contact details. My name again is Tim Wilmot, company is Wizard Systems. But thanks very much for your time, and we look forward to future contact. Bye-bye.